I wonder what Steiner is up to. We really could use his abilities in recruiting men for the war. Hello viewers, and welcome to a new episode of my 1945 Ducky Star Hearts of Iron Game and Siege Challenge. In the last episode we survived the initial onslaught as Germany and made it all the way to 1951. On top of that, we have also invaded the United Kingdom and resumed the Battle of Britain. In this episode I'm not quite sure what my goals will be. Technically, I could try to go after the United States of America. I could also attempt to drain America of their manpower for a little bit before doing so, because they took quite a few manpower hits after attempting to invade Brest many times over. But we'll see. If you like my content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to make more of it. And without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. It's time to clear this encirclement. And we got a whopping 2 divisions there. A little bit underwhelming, but it's welcome. And a few more divisions are trapped in Dumfries, which should help out a little bit. Oh, look at that. The United States of America is launching a grand liberation of the United Kingdom. Well, let's see how well it goes for them. Alright, I think it would be time to release England and Scotland as puppets. They think they're being clever by landing in Denmark and just sitting there with all the troops there. However, it's not going to help them much, because I learned that in my 1944 Let's Play, this is a bad idea to let America do this. I also enjoy the fact that the United Kingdom's capital is now in Rome. I've had a bit of a change of heart about Italy, because apparently if I claim Milan, I can liberate regular Italy instead of the Italian Social Republic. So I suppose I'll try to work off that. Not quite sure how or why I could liberate Italy instead of the Italian Social Republic, but welcome on board, Mussolini. Alright, I think I'm going to ditch the plan of invading the United States of America first, because they still have quite a bit of manpower, and it will take quite a while for the England and Scotland to build up, and for them to be able to defend the island without my help. So I'm going to try to probe around in Yugoslavia and see maybe it would make sense to go after the Soviet Union in some way or form. Okay, so my gamey encirclement seemed to work, and I encircled the Soviets in Yugoslavia, especially in Ljubljana and Pola. Also did this encirclement in Split, which is quite cute. I have an idea of sorts, besides removing the Americans out of Norway. I remembered that the United States of America gets 50 or 100 free divisions when I land on American soil, for example in St. John's. I'm curious if I can force that event out, make them send those divisions across the Atlantic, then I shall sink them, dry them of their manpower, and face minimal resistance when I invade their homeland. I mean, at least sounds good on paper, so I'll try to execute it. Plus I'm bored of sitting around here and building up. Okay, perfect. I think I forced the event that I wanted to. So now they have quite a few divisions in their disposal. At this point I just said screw it and began invading the United States of America. My plan failed quite a bit, because they seemed to change their script once I landed in Nova Scotia. They just stopped trying to land in the United Kingdom and sat on the mainland. I checked out and I didn't have too many divisions, so I figured that maybe an invasion of the United States of America was feasible. So let's see how this goes. Alright, apparently the Americans are... Alright, I made 2 pretty big encirclements here that should help me out down the line. The Americans are just trying their best to bust their units out, though I doubt that it will help them. Alright, perfect. Another encirclement. What I've noticed is that they've left their southern front completely free, and that allows me to just roll on in. Also, I seem to be experiencing pretty big problems with my transport capacity, which is making everything much more difficult than it should be. Alright, amazing. I pushed them to level 9 mobilization, so they're very desperate manpower-wise. Oh, look at that. They finally nuked me. Okay, everything seems to be fine. I have partisans running around here, but they're not too much trouble, thankfully. I just need to rush the American victory points, and I think that will be it for them. And the first one to fall will be Canada, who I will immediately release. And now to bury these 12 troops. Wow, they're really desperate if they just keep nuking me over and over. Alright, I think that's it, because if they just keep nuking me, I will not be able to do anything. Yes! Finally! I'm going to divide the heck out of them. Perfect. All of America is my puppet now. I guess I am done here. They should be able to handle themselves now without my assistance. I'm going to focus on one last enemy. Alright, I suppose it's finally time to throw everything what I have against the Soviet Union. I'm guessing they will be very difficult to face. However, I have all of my army here, so maybe I have a pretty good chance to beat them. I'm suffering really heavy losses to perform these encirclements, but there is no war without a sacrifice, so I'm doing what I must. I'm really trying my best to fight the Soviets here, but they really have an overwhelming amount of troops. Alright, I finally annexed one country, and it was Yugoslavia. Though, I'm going to annex Hungary as well. Okay. I'm lucky that this worked. This is where most of the Soviet army is trapped now. Also, my allies are doing pretty well in America, which I expected. So, hats off to them. Over 80 Soviet divisions have been destroyed in this pocket, which really weakens their combat ability. I also taken out Romania and Bulgaria, so I'll liberate them as well, just in case. Surprisingly, everything is going to my plan so far, and another large chunk of the Soviet army is now done for in Slovakia, and another 70 plus Soviet divisions have bit the dust. Despite my efforts, the Soviets are still the Soviets, and I'll have to nuke the crap out of them. It is about time that I give the Soviets a present and just start nuking them everywhere. Gave Stalin a bit of a present there. Well, actually wait, Stalin is dead. You know what this colossal descent means? Those mad lads actually went through with it. The fate of the Soviet Union is practically sealed now. Also, the game is a bit broken because I can't research intercontinental ballistic missiles, which sucks a little bit, but I fought with what I had. Wait, actually, I was wrong. Japan is still fighting the Allies. That's quite impressive. Das was ein Befehl. The meme wrote itself, folks. Steiner is now in Moscow, and his counterattack succeeded extraordinarily well, as you can see. Oh my gosh, it actually happened. I thought that the event would not fire because I took a little while. However, it seems that it still fired. And I do not have to drive all the friggin' way to Vladivostok. So this is technically a victory. Also, the Allies flooded in so many units into the Caucasus and Turkey once I reached those provinces. I guess they were preparing all the time down there, which is very interesting. I sat through most of the war completely alone, without any puppets. And look how many friends I have now. Friendship truly is magic. I know something quite interesting. You know how I chose Georgia when asking Turkey to join my alliance? Well, did not expect to give them this Georgia. I'm not quite sure what else I can do here. I mean, of course, I can go after the British Raj, Iran, Australia, Indonesia, but really, what's the point? I basically won the war, and so it's on this part of Slovakia. But yeah, I've been saying, I've beaten the Soviet Union, I've beaten the United Kingdom, and I've definitely beaten the United States of America, so I don't really have much else to do. Also, about the full version, I think I'm going to have to re-record it and redo until a certain point, because a good deal of my files became corrupt when I began recording it. I can't really do anything about this, sadly. Also means that this episode is... Well, I was planning to make it 3 episodes, but I salvaged whatever footage I could get. It's a bit unfortunate, but what can I do? This was a pretty fun playthrough. It was very difficult at the start and the middle, but towards the end it got a bit easier, as I equipped all of my troops with artillery and special forces, along with rushing futuristic doctrines. If I'll be honest, the most difficult part about this was constantly running on a manpower deficit. Even now, till the war ended, I am 150 manpower in debt, and that really limited me from performing any sorts of offensives or landings. Heck, that's mainly why I was hesitant to land in the United Kingdom and attack the United States of America, because I thought I won't have the manpower to take them on. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. share this video because I'm technically the first guy to upload Beating NSYNC on video, so I'll see everyone in whatever else I plan on doing. Goodbye everyone, and have a nice day.